3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
23 yards the pickup there.
And the Browns first down.
Here we go. 18 data.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
20.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down, Browns.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A toss play to Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught by OBJ. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you. But is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the...
This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7, Myles Garrett. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. White now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready, ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Defense, let's go.
80 weapon. Fire.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Bam.
Here we go.
Go. Now.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 13. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Ready?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go. Hey, seam 6. Big river.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, but it'll be 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a game of 6. 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
1st down, Mayfield. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Regular. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. Run.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
Ready, ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Any day. Check nine. Watch the ship.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, matchbox, right, get it.
Mixon will try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, 94 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
General West.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Mixon with a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, Delta. Watch Mike. Big grip.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the screen. Pass.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down, Browns.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 6. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Mixon. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Regular. Hurry.
Check.
Kings. Real.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a 2nd and 7. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's bring it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A run to Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Set. 180.
It's a party now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kill.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 38 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. Say go.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Mayfield to throw it this time. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
That play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
49, check 49. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Now Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
50, plant.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Uzama. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
90 Wolves. 61, matchbox light.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Kill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play.